time now for Fantasy Football Today for CBS Local Sports. I'm Jamey Eisenberg. That's Dave Richard. That's Heath Cummings. We're giving you starts and sits for quarterback, running back, wide receiver for week number 9 to help you dominate your fantasy leagues. Let's start with the quarterback position and a very handsome man in Gardner Minshew. Love him this week, Dave. How about you?
Yeah, I love him too. And last week I was proven wrong. I was nervous about him. He was on fire, and I'm not nervous this week. The Texans have allowed at least 3 passing touchdowns in each of their last 4 games. And now there's no J.J. Watt. He's going to have all day to throw. He's going to be fantastic. Start him. Top 6 quarterback.
Top 5 quarterback. You guys are missing the boat. You're starting him over this guy, right, Heath?
Absolutely. I have no interest in starting Phillip Rivers this week. This Chargers offense just does not look the same right now. Their offensive line can't block anyone. Keenan Allen's not fully healthy. Anthony Lynn's going to take over more of the play calling duties and likely wants to run the ball more. I don't want Phillip Rivers this week.
Like we always thought at the beginning of the 2019 season, when it got to week 9, we'd be starting this guy at running back.
Mark Walton, the best Dolphins running back so far this season. He's actually averaged better than 4 yards per carry. I like the fact that in the first game without Kenyon Drake, he got 11 carries to just 3 for Kalen Ballage. He also saw 6 targets in that game, facing a Jets defense that no longer has Leonard Williams, will not have C.J. Mosley. I don't expect that to be a very good run defense. I like his chances of getting 75 to 80 yards and hopefully a score.
Could be winning your fantasy leagues with Mark Walton leading the way, and surprised that we're sitting this guy.
I don't know if he can get to 75 or 80 yards, and I really don't like his chances to score against the Ravens. This is an offensive line in New England that's had a little bit of a hard time opening lanes for Michel. He hasn't been nearly as elusive as he was last year. Tough matchup to boot, and we've seen the Patriots get away from the run when they walk into matchups against tough run defenses. I think James White is the better option.
And could be a good game for James White. We'll see if Rex Burkhead also has a role for the Patriots. At the wide receiver position, it's a guy that's had a nice rookie season so far and just continues to get better, right, Dave?
He had 2 touchdowns last week. I don't think he can get 2 this week, but 1 with more yards against this Tampa Bay pass defense. I'm buying it. We know that the Bucs are great against the run, terrible against the pass. They've allowed 8 touchdowns to wide receivers in their last 5 games. DK Metcalf, a great receiver to start this week in what should be a high-scoring game.
Yeah, 15 targets in 2 games without Will Dissly, so his numbers have been up with a subtraction in the offense for Seattle. And another rookie that got off to a great start but has struggled of late, and that's Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, and I still like McLaurin's prospects for the rest of this year and moving forward in his career. Everything stacked against him in Week 9. Terrible matchup against Buffalo. He'll get their best corner, and his quarterback looks like it will be Dwayne Haskins, who there's just been no connection at all there between those two. I don't want to use Terry McLaurin.
All right, so to recap, we're starting Gardner Minshew, Mark Walton, and DK Metcalf. We are sitting Phillip Rivers, Sony Michel, and Terry McLaurin. These have been your starts and sits for week number 9. For Heath, for Dave, I'm Jamey. This has been Fantasy Football Today for CBS Local Sports.